Hello, my name is Joanna Kluessien. For 35 years I was the director of the Narconon Drug Rehabilitation Centre in Holland. So over the years I've heard countless stories, not only from drug users themselves, but also from parents, family members and friends. There are few things worse than seeing somebody you love, who you know is nice, happy, bright, cute, loving and affectionate, gradually change into somebody you don't recognize, and to see how hard it is for them to stop you taking the drugs. In Holland there's a saying, prevention is better than the cure, and I found that to be so true. So to underscore that, I'm going to read a few passages from a letter that a former Narconon client wrote to the media in 2017. This is from Gerda, and I quote, "On and off I was addicted to heroin for many years. Nobody ever expected that I would become addicted and do all the things I did when I was an addict. I was a good girl from Brabant in Holland, from a good family with everything going for me. Parents, you should never think, my child will never do that. Drugs are everywhere, and these days there are so many different kinds of drugs, especially the synthetic drugs, for example. People change the formulas from one day to the next, and then what is illegal today is legal tomorrow. Therefore drugs are so cheap that you can get them anywhere, but they cause irreversible brain damage. As a teenager, you just have no idea what the impact is of that one little pill or that one little bit of powder. Just like my fiancé did not really see what the problem was until it was too late. After he died of an overdose, I realized how important drug prevention is, and together with clients and former clients of Narconon, I started doing drug education, lectures not only to young people, but also for parents, because it is so important for parents to be alert to the signs and symptoms of drug abuse, so they can step in if needed before it is too late. That is why all parents," unquote, Gerda wrote that. And so that is why all parents should read the book Tenacity. Here you had two boys, who also had everything going for them, who also came from good families. They were handsome, they were good at their jobs. Actually, they were really good and brilliant at their jobs. They did sports, they were successful in their sports, and they were successful with the girls. But they both died of drug overdose. And it was, once they got started, it was impossible for them to stop. Judy Rose's son, Scott, said to his mum one time, "I thought when I'd had enough of it, I could just walk away, but that was not so easy." So parents, please read the book Tenacity. Find out all you need to find out about the various drugs there are. Demand that your schools where your children go to give drug education lectures every single year, preferably by people who've been on drugs themselves or parents of drug users, because these people know what they're talking about more than anybody else does. For your copy of Tenacity, which has a message that is not to be ignored, please go to